Good morning. Today is Boxing Day, so it is officially Twixmas. We had a lovely Christmas, kind of a weird Christmas I would say. Mike and I have been a little bit sick, and so it meant that we weren't even really at my aunt's until that late. We probably left there about 9 o'clock, which isn't early obviously, but it wasn't late. I've vlogged lots this month, but I uploaded nothing, and it's just because we were having building works and then I got sick. It just felt like the month really got away from me, so I thought I would actually vlog this little break between Christmas and New Year, which is such an awkward time, and I feel like a time people don't really vlog, probably because there's not much happening, but I thought I'd vlog it anyway. We're gonna go on a little walk now before football starts, because Mike said his plan for today, he's watching football all day. I'll show you what I got for Christmas, and then I'm gonna have a chill day, but I thought we could chill together. Well, oh yeah, I haven't opened that Christmas present yet. I'll do that now as well. So we're just back from our walk. I don't have makeup on, so please bear that in mind. I just feel like it's Boxing Day. That's a great excuse to not wear makeup. But I thought I'd quickly show you what I got for Christmas. I haven't done one of these videos in many years, just because they can kind of feel a bit boastful. But I feel like I got a nice bunch of stuff, nothing too crazily expensive, but a fair amount of things because we've got quite a big family. So I hope this doesn't come across as boastful. Oh, my hair's kind of doing something weird. But okay, firstly I got this water jug, which I really like. It's quite a heavy one, but it's kind of like a pitcher, I guess, which I'm really looking forward to using. And then I also got a cheese board. I had a cheeky suspicion I'd get this for Christmas, and I'm very happy with it because I don't have a cheese board. Admittedly, like, cheese isn't something that we eat loads, but it's definitely a great thing to have. It's nice and thin because I feel like sometimes they're a bit like too chunky to store. So it's a really good size, and then it has just some little knife, some cheese knives. Very, very happy with that. Something I asked for, sorry, I've already opened this, are these lights from Dunelm. They're LED lights, and there's like a variety of them. So there's these tea lights, but they kind of slightly flicker, which is why I asked for these. Can you see? I don't know if you can, but like, once they're in something, you can't really tell that they're not real candles. And I'm not really enjoying candles like I used to, because I just find that they're not that good for your health, because they let off a lot of like soot and stuff, even the more natural ones. I don't know, I'm not saying I won't ever burn candles, but at the moment I'm not enjoying burning candles, so I'm very chuffed with these. This one feels like wax, and it's got like a lovely warm glow, and it kind of just looks like a real candle from far away, I would say. So very happy with that. It also comes with these like longer ones, a big wax one, but I've got a similar one to this already, and I do use it a lot. Oh, this one hasn't got any battery in it. Very much looking forward to using those, and I think I will use them a lot. I have some in my living room which I basically don't really turn off. They're just like permanently on, especially in winter because it's always a little bit dark anyway. Oh, actually I can show you. So I also got this lovely artichoke, I guess. Actually, is it an artichoke? I don't know. It's a tea light holder, but let me show you the tea light in it. You can't see because it's daylight, but it's like a bit of a flicker, and it kind of looks a bit natural. Find a little home for it, maybe in here somewhere actually. Funny enough, I really thought my mum was going to get me this. I was like certain she was going to get me this, but she didn't. One of Mike's cousins got them for me instead. And these are a set of 6 bowls, and they're all a little bit different, really pretty. I know where these are from because, like I said, my mum actually sent me a picture of these, asking if actually thought I should get them for my cousin, and I thought that was like a cover up for her to get them for me. No, she didn't get them for me, but very nice. It does mean that I have to get rid of some of my more plain bowls because I have a lot of bowls, but those are much nicer than my plain ones. I asked for these. These are just Le Creuset mugs. I need to upgrade my mugs, and I think I might go with all Le Creuset. I'm gonna TBC, because my mum says these are a bit thick, so I'm not sure if everyone would love to drink out of these. We quite like stoneware mugs, so I think me and Mike will quite enjoy these, and then I can get like a variety of colours as well. But for Christmas I was given 2 of the red ones. I got some warm gloves. I am permanently cold. It actually hasn't been too cold recently, but generally I'm permanently cold, so looking forward to wearing those in winter. I got a flat lay company brush holder. Me and my cousin both got these from one of my other cousins. I think it's one of those things that you don't know that you need until you've got it. I just don't really have a great way to travel with brushes, so this I think will be a bit of a game changer. You put all your brushes in there and then it stands like this, so I do think I will get lots of wear out of this, Probably not for a little while actually, because I don't really have any trips planned. Next time I travel, this is definitely coming with me, and I think it will be a game changer. I've got a white t-shirt from Uniqlo, which is in a medium, so I actually think I'm going to change it. We'll see. My mum told me to try it on. It's from my mum. I think I would just prefer a bigger size. Like, even if the medium does fit, I think I would just prefer a large. Oh, I got a pair of socks. These socks with cherries on them, which are cute. And then I got this hair clip, which is cute as well. And then I got 2 books. Oh no, I got 3 books. I'm going to put a picture here because it's upstairs already. I got Myrtle, and then I got from Michael, The Nightingale, which he done quite a lot of research into, and actually I think I will really enjoy this, so looking forward to that. And then I got Stanley Tucci's What I Ate in 1 Year. I'm a big Stanley Tucci fan, and I quite like reading about food, so I think I will enjoy this. I'm tempted to kind of start this quite soon. The only other thing in here is a gift that Mike got, and it says, how sure are you? And then it says I'm 90% sure, and it's because we go to a pub quiz on a monthly basis, and Mike always says he's 90% sure, and then it's usually wrong. The last thing I got, I actually haven't opened because I know what this is. It's from Mike. I've already seen it. It's just been wrapped. A lamp, which I very much picked for myself. It's from M&S. Anything I can link, I will link below. I only recently learned that when you fit a lamp like this, it does have a ring. It's actually navy. It's not quite black. I wish I had this in red, but they didn't. If it does come back in red, I will probably get that as well, because I just think the red would be even nicer than this one. And it's just a little portable lamp. As you can probably tell, I'm really into like low light, and so that's why I asked for this, and also my candles as well. And that is everything I got for Christmas. I'm very happy with everything I received. And now I just have to find homes for everything, and then I'm gonna go chill out and relax and watch some TV. I also did get some games, but we've left them at my aunt's house because we were playing them there yesterday, so that's why I'm not showing you those. It's gonna pretty much be my plan for the rest of the day now, I suspect. I'm gonna start here with Christmas special Strictly, because I really like Josh Widdicombe and Vogue Williams. And now I'm watching Zoella's bonus Boxing Day behind the scenes. My gosh, is this vlog gonna be boring? But my god, if you're watching this, you're probably in a very similar position to me, in that you just live for Zoella's vlogs. Michael yesterday, well not yesterday, a couple of days ago, said that that's my Premier League, and it's so true. And it's like, oh, the Premier League's coming to an end, but yet somehow we got like an extra game, which is very exciting. So that is what I'm watching now. So I had to check in. I am going to make some sort of lunch. It's like coming up to 1 o'clock. And we have some octopus to reheat from Christmas Eve, which I know sounds crazy to a lot of you. Maybe octopus isn't like the most normal food, but in Portugal, at least in my part of Portugal, we eat octopus for Christmas Eve, and I didn't get to eat it because where Mike's from in Portugal, they don't eat octopus at Christmas Eve, so Mike's mum didn't make that, but that is what I'm gonna go have for lunch shortly after I've watched the bonus Boxing Day behind the scenes video from Zoe. So I have been watching Virgin River literally all day. I'm on episode 5 of 6. Are you hungry?
Not particularly, I just had the rest of that chicken stuff.
I'm gonna make some turkey sandwiches, is that okay?
Lovely idea.
But I'm so glad you've organised the sink.
Oh, I haven't finished.
Clearly. The house is a mess, but that's a task for tomorrow. I'm actually not hungry either. Mike and I have both been a bit sick, and I thought because of that, neither of us really has much appetite. Okay, this is what we're going for dinner. A lazy Boxing Day dinner, whilst we watch House Games. It is Thursday the 2nd of Jan. I was planning to kind of vlog Twixmas, and then I realised just how incredibly boring my life is, especially over Twixmas, because I really don't do very much. This isn't the lipstick I want, really. I feel like I just throw on whatever I find, and just like keep building it up until I'm like happy-ish with the colour. It is a cold day. It's sunny but freezing. Mike and I are going with 3 of my cousins to the Taskmaster experience. I am a huge Taskmaster fan, so when I got this email asking if I wanted to go to Taskmaster experience, best believe I said yes pretty damn quick. They said I could take some people with me, so I'm taking my cousins just because I feel like it's nice and easy. It has been like Christmas and New Year, so we've done quite a lot together, but it's half term, so it's kind of like a nice like last little thing to do before everyone's back at school. Actually, other than me, everyone's going back to school in one way or another, whether as teachers or as students. So hopefully that will be fun. We're driving because one of my cousins is 18, very spoiled, so he didn't quite insist. I mean, he did insist that we drive there. Basically lied to him and said like, no, we're getting the train. And he's like super grumpy about it, so we will drive there. It is a bit quicker, it's about half the time. And I think parking's free anyway, so why not? I feel like it's also worth pointing out that my cousin Daniela has done Taskmaster before, but there are like 2 different routes you can take, so we're going to do the route that she hasn't taken, but I do feel like she's still got a bit of an advantage. First I'm going to make myself a cup of tea to take with me. I'm going to just take a little takeaway cup. It's a bit early for a cup of tea for me, but I'm going to want one on the journey for sure. My Christmas tree is still up. I love having my tree up, but I am kind of ready to let go of like all my Christmas cards. The tree will probably be coming down now on Sunday. I might take down the Christmas cards and like other Christmassy bits. So we have some holly there. What's this wet? Some holly and like some other bits like my like some garlands and stuff like that. Like that might start coming down a little bit earlier, just so I don't have to do 2 trees on Sunday. But I'm definitely gonna do it before the end of the week, just so we don't have to do it whilst we're back at work.
Today in London, expect a high of 5 and a low of -1.
It is Friday and it is freezing today, so I am oh, you can also see that I have stuff up there. You can't typically see it unless you're like in this corner of the room. I have like no interest in dressing stylishly today. I just need to be warm. It is so frosty, so I'm gonna put on like loads of layers. I decided to start a puzzle last night and honestly I'm kind of regretting it. I don't know if I'll finish this. I don't really want to be puzzling very much into next week, and that gives me like 2 days to finish a 1,000-piece puzzle. And I think this one's particularly hard because, let me try and get the photo. This is what the image looks like, and there just seems to be a lot of like solid colour. So we'll see whether I decide to just put this away. But now I'm going to do a very quick tidy of the house, of the kitchen, with a podcast. Let's see what podcast I want.
We have international business. Yeah. It's an international podcast. Yeah, I suppose it is, isn't it?
We have been to Mike's parents' house this afternoon to help them set up their new TV. Whilst we were out, my Amazon order arrived, and it's just some batteries. However, I ordered, well actually for Christmas I got lots of, you saw it maybe earlier, oh gosh these are weird, quite a lot of like LED batteries, I mean LED candles, and I really highly rate them. It was very sunny today. But these ones, probably don't rate them quite as much, just because they don't look as, they're not like wax, like the other ones, they're wax even though they're battery powered. There we go. Do they flicker? The other ones kind of like flicker slightly. Yeah, these do too. I don't know if you can tell actually. Yeah, I think you probably can tell that they do flicker slightly. So at least from afar, they look like real candles. I think I want them to have these in my window, but I'm scared that my neighbours are going to think that I have a candle lit and that like, my curtains could set alight, but they can't because they're not real. So I do really like those. This is the, what was I trying to say, candle holder I found first. Let me show you these on the shelf. Read the lights off because you don't usually use candles if the lights are on. CQ, I think. Good morning. It is Saturday. We had, would you say, the biggest lie-in we've ever had?
The longest one ever.
Sorry, the longest lie-in we've ever had. It is almost 12, and we're just, I mean, we've been awake for about an hour and a bit, but we're getting up, having some breakfast. It is the final countdown to going back to work. Today's Saturday, we're both at work on Monday. So the plan is to organise the house a little bit more, start taking down all my Christmas cards, And the Christmas tree, today's gonna be the last day of the tree, so gonna enjoy that whilst it's up, so that we're kind of ready to go back on Monday. So that is the plan. We're gonna have a brunch or like bigger breakfast this morning because it's so late that we're not gonna want a big lunch. So that is the plan. Okay, I'm gonna spend a little bit of time doing my puzzle this morning. Well, it's not really morning anymore. What time is it? 12:22. Hopefully not too long though. I have definitely wasted enough time here. I would say I'm about a quarter of the way through the puzzle. Oh, I really should not have started this. The reason I'm wearing a waistcoat indoors is because honestly it is cold. I have a thermal on, I have leggings under my tracksuits, and we've had our heating on for about an hour and it's still cold in here. It's because I was lying down for a little bit. I wasn't in my bed, I was just on it. So I think that's why I am pretty damn cold. Also, drying my laundry in the office, which seems a bit crazy, but I hate seeing my laundry in the kitchen. Like, I just think it makes the kitchen look so incredibly messy. And like, we're quite fortunate we have like a big-ish kitchen, but I think on the weekend it just makes sense for me to dry it in the office because I don't use this space, and then I can put my dehumidifier on in here and like close the door, because I don't really love running the dehumidifier in the kitchen just because I feel like it dries out my skin a little bit, which is not great. But I've done a wash this morning and I'm gonna hang this all up. Well, it's not really morning, it feels like it is though, because we honestly just got up so incredibly late. But Mike is watching football and doing lots and lots of shouting. The other thing about the dehumidifier is because we have the Christmas tree up, I don't really love having the Christmas tree and the dehumidifier in the same room, just because I feel like inevitably it does dry out your tree quicker. But I also don't like having it with like plants in the room. But like, what can I do about that? I have to have plants. Like, it's just inconvenient. So I moved one plant out of here. I'm just gonna re-water that one. It is freezing, but we have lots of this left over for the Christmas tree. I just didn't end up using it. Our garden is such a mess, but I'm gonna try and use this kind of as mulch to protect some of the plants, because it's supposed to be really, really frosty over the next few days. I don't know if it's gonna help, but I'm not an expert. Not an expert. This is basically what I've been doing all day. But now we're just making a little bit of dinner. We're gonna make this gnocchi with some chorizo and some salady bits. So this is what we're eating. It's a bit makeshift because honestly I didn't have mozzarella. There's a few other things we don't really have. So, but hopefully it will be tasty nonetheless with a salad. It is late again. It's maybe even later than yesterday. My dressing gown really needs to go in the wash, but it's just one of those things that I don't want to put it in the wash, so I want to wear it. So I'm like finding the right day to put it in, but the collar, I feel like when I do my makeup in it, it's a bit gross. Good morning, today is Sunday. It is drizzling. We had snow last night, but apparently it's not supposed to be too cold today, which is good. And as I mentioned yesterday, my plan for today is to take down my Christmas decorations, and I also have to go to my cousin's house to airdrop some videos, but it's just like a nice excuse to pop in as well. But it's super late, so I'm gonna make some, again, lunchy, breakfasty bits. We're just gonna make like an egg sandwich, which will hopefully be quite nice. I think telling you how gross my dressing gown was the push I needed to wash my dressing gown. So that is in the machine. I'm not gonna need it the rest of the day anyway, and I can just leave it to dry with a dehumidifier on, so hopefully by tomorrow morning it might be dry. The other thing is, I have not washed my hair in days. Weirdly, my hair hasn't been too greasy. I really want to be this through the year where I like concentrate on making my hair better, because my hair has got particularly shit. I haven't got my right here. Isn't very convenient, but I haven't washed my hair in a good few days, which I don't think is very good for your hair if your hair needs to be washed. It's fine if you're one of those people that can go like 3 days or like a week without washing your hair, but if you're the sort of person like me that kind of needs to wash their hair once every 2 days, I would say, then I think it's important you kind of like roughly stick to that. But well, oh, that's so annoying. I don't want to have to undo this. Okay, there we go. Oh, I think that's gonna do. I need to look in the mirror in a second, but I just haven't washed it. I don't think it's too greasy, just because I've had it up a lot, but I have got dry shampoo. It's not itchy or anything like that. I think if it has itchy, it needs to be washed. I did pick up this. This was very much inspired by TikTok. This is the Pantene Volume and Body Shampoo. I know some people like, people love to bash cheap shampoo, but the technology, I've like really looked into this, and like there's lots of people that are trichologists that have spoken about this. Usually there's not much difference between the ingredients. Like Pantene can get such a bad rep, but I've heard that if you have oily hair like I do and like fine hair, this shampoo is great. I did not buy the conditioner because my ends are dry, and I've like looked into like hair a bit, and I truly believe that you should be using like different shampoo and conditioner unless you have like very normal hair, which I don't. Like I have oily roots and dry ends, so I'm gonna maybe use a mask or a more hydrating conditioner on my ends, but we'll see. I don't know what's going on here. This is my hairbrush as well. I'll just quickly show you. I have two of them, like two of the same brand. I might have both here. Yeah, I carry one in my handbag. Oh, this one's maybe a bit grim, so maybe let's just try and remove the hair. Probably need to give this one a bit of a wash actually, but I have these. These are so expensive. These are La Bonne Brosse hairbrushes, and I do love them. Are they worth the money? I don't know. Maybe to some people. To me, if I lost this, I definitely wouldn't replace it. They do mini ones, and I think if you are really tempted by this, like buy a mini one, because they essentially serve the same purpose, just a bit smaller and therefore a bit cheaper. But I like having them. I was gifted these. I just think they're really expensive, but in fairness, I was just talking to my mum, I do think that in life there's some things you don't really replace very much, like hairbrushes, so I guess you can kind of invest in there, because it's unlikely, at least, like I can't remember the last time I bought a hairbrush, it's unlikely you're going to want to replace your hairbrush like next week because you saw something new and fancy. I feel like that rarely happens. I'm going to hang more clothes up, which seems like it's the only thing I do that's not done properly. It's actually not, but I'm trying to get as much washing done before I need to use my office tomorrow. And I'm washing my Christmas jumpers so that they can all be put away as well. I don't always hang jumpers on hangers just because I feel like they could lose their shape, but this is just like a synthetic kind of rubbish jumper, so I think it will be fine. If it were wool or cashmere or something like that, I would not be hanging it like that. It's a very grey day. I've popped out with Mike to get a new pair of shoes. If your partner runs, or if you run, running shoes. Running is so expensive.
It's not, you can scale
Oh my gosh. The amount of money Mike spends on running stuff is outrageous. How much are these?
135.
Okay, that's actually quite cheap.
Everyday running trainers, I guess.
Because, how much are your other ones?
240.
It's insane. And he literally is always like, oh, I want some new trainers. I need some new running trainers. It's such an expensive hobby.
Have something on rotation.
We're off to my aunt's now to get some videos. So I need to airdrop them because my cousin sent them to me via WhatsApp, but it's just rubbish. So we need to just go airdrop some videos of the Taskmaster experience, which I haven't really like updated on. How was Taskmaster?
It was great.
It was so much better than I expected. And I think that's maybe my expectations weren't that high, but it definitely exceeded it, and all five of us had an excellent time. My cousin that had been before loved it. She said this one was much better. What was this one? Do you remember?
What do you mean?
There's like two versions. No, it was the melon one, and then there's another one. Anyway, I'll write it here which one we done. We loved it. One cousin had never seen a single Taskmaster episode, and another cousin who like isn't a big Taskmaster fan, and all five of us had a great time. All five of us like loved it. And at the moment they're doing 2 for 1 on tickets, and I think it's only open, I think till the end of February, so like quite soon, but it's a nice like indoor activity to do in the winter, so I would just definitely recommend it. I really like stuff like the theatre and I don't know, like experiences, like indoor experiences. I think I think January and February are a great time to do it if you have, I know obviously like all of us have like less money at this time of the year, but yeah, I really enjoy them. So the tree is on its way down. I've left the lights on because I just love them so much, so this is the last thing I want to do. There's a lot going on in here. This is my stuff that's going to charity shop. These are how I store my baubles. I have quite a lot of like smaller baubles, so they kind of like all go into the same compartment. It's almost done. This tree, I used to really hate it because it is quite bare, but actually I feel like now I don't mind it. These I kind of hate. They're around the back. They kind of add a little bit of colour, but you can't really see how horrible quality they are. This I love those so much. So I'm just going around and getting the last few baubles. I am so sad to see the tree go, but even this one, I just feel like it just adds such a lovely warm glow. I just adore it. I'm definitely going to keep quite a lot of like tea lights, no, fairy lights and stuff in the house for the next couple of months. I feel like there's like a Danish thing or like a Scandinavian thing where they like really add lots of lights to the house in winter, and I think that is just such a lovely thing to do and something I will definitely be doing. Yeah, I decided that the other tree is not coming down today. It's gonna have to come down over the next couple of days, just because I really like having it up. And if you can hear my dehumidifier, I'm sorry. Okay, my underwear is drying there, so I'm gonna twist you this way. An issue I have like on the eve of going back to work, or like I guess because it's like the start of a new year as well, is that I get really bad anxiety. I think it's like common, so I'm like trying to not let that happen today, and I feel like I should not have opened my laptop. I'm gonna not do working bits, but Mike's cooking dinner, which has been lovely, because this isn't a criticism of Mike. I can't sing Mike's praises enough, but I do find that whenever I cook, he's quite happy to sit down, which is fair because he does work longer hours than I do. It's nice that he's cooking because he's had the last 2 weeks off anyway, because it's just meant that I could like whiz round and cook, like clean and tidy. And I do find that I am rubbish at tidying and cleaning if he's sitting down, and so like this way he's doing something and I feel guilty for not doing something. So I feel like I've had a very productive evening. We did just go through the cupboards a little bit, and I've noticed that I have some things that have gone out of date or are going, but they're like dry things, so I don't mind like eating like a rice that's gone out of date like last month. If it's like a dry thing and like visibly it's fine. I know you guys are going to try and tell me that it's not fine, but I think it's fine. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and just kind of plan my meals. I have like some red lentils that need to be used up. Red lentils, rice noodles, some star pasta, some egg noodles. I just need to kind of like plan my meals for the next couple of days. So I think that's what I'm going to do first. So it is Monday. Do you remember how I said I wouldn't dry my clothes in here on a weekday? Here we are. I'm actually just folding my clothes, and I done another wash. This whole vlog has just been me telling you that I'm washing my clothes. Actually want to buy some new underwear. That's on my to-do list. Don't know, I just want some like basic cotton underwear that isn't too ugly. So that's on my to-do list. It actually is on my to-do list. I have just been kind of working through that today. It's actually on my like this evening to-do list, and I'm just like, it's day one of being back at work, so I'm just trying to like kind of catch up. I was so behind in December. I am actually shocked by how little I done in December, because we were getting like house stuff done, and I wasn't like I didn't realise it was going to take double the amount of time that it did, and like maybe that was stupid, but I didn't. And so I just hadn't planned to have like content shot before then. I shot a little bit, but not enough basically. And then really December's only 3 weeks, and then I was like ill for that last week, and so it just wasn't like the amount of stuff I was creating just in hindsight really wasn't where I wanted it. So I'm really hoping January will be much better, but we'll see. I'm gonna go for a walk at some point, because I cannot be in my house every single day 100% of the time. I have to move my body, and today I've done 1,000 steps and it's 2 o'clock, which is outrageous. I do think it's cold, but at least it's sunny, so I think I'm gonna make the most of it and maybe go for a walk now before it gets dark. Oh, it's cold, but such a beautiful day. It's such a good decision. I'm even going to make myself go a little bit further. That walk was exactly what I needed. However, I think I've lost my headphone case, which is not what I want. I'm just going to double check my pockets. Oh no, I put it in a different pocket. That's what happened. I put it in my top pocket. This coat is Mike's old, well, it's his coat from Uniqlo, but he doesn't really wear it because he's got another one. And I have basically hijacked it. And I really like it, but because it's a men's coat, it has a lot of pockets. I don't know if it's men's, it's kind of unisex, but officially I think it's men's. But okay, that's good, because I would have been very sad, even though these are really cheap headphones. Who wants to lose their headphones? And now I have to go and be productive. It's also the day to organise my hard drive into like a new year. All the files I have going into last year's files, and I'm gonna clear out my laptop as well. My extractor fan is being noisy, so I'm gonna turn that off for a second. I think, let me check the time, I think it's about 7. No, it's not, it's 20 past 6. I feel like Mike and I are both in a bit of a grumpy mood. He's just like, oh, I'm tired. And actually, I'm not grumpy. I'm just cold and tired. And I feel like being back at work for the first day, today is so cold. We didn't sleep as much as we've been used to. We're both just a bit grumpy. But I cooked food because someone had to. It was very fun to get a takeaway. It's nothing fancy. We're literally having sausages and roast potatoes. So kind of like a sausage bake. But it's just quick and easy, and that's what I needed. And I think it'll be like tasty enough, and we might have enough for the next, like for tomorrow as well, hopefully. Gosh, it's really steamed up the whole kitchen, but it's just so cold out. My tree is still up as well. Today I think is the last acceptable day to have my tree up, because if you are Catholic, maybe Christian, I'm not sure, well, people celebrate it, especially in like, I know in Spain and also in Portugal, but maybe other countries, I'm assuming Italy as well. They believe that like today is when the kings brought Jesus his gifts, and so in Spain, for example, they open their gifts today. But I don't have time to take it down tomorrow, I don't think. Sorry, I'm just adding harissa to my potatoes and also giving them a good kind of bash about. I do think this will be tasty. I don't think I added any oil to my pan beforehand, which I usually do. I basically just forgot. So look, we've done a food shop this week, and it was just crap. There was just like nothing available. We have no carrots. What else? There was no salmon. There's just like loads of little things that they just didn't have. I think just because of the time of the year, they probably just don't have any deliveries. But I think we have a very chilled evening. I don't even know what we're going to watch. If you have watched one of my videos before, you may have realised we really love TV. And I mean, we like Netflix as well, but I mean like proper actual TV. That's what we will try to watch over Netflix. And we are loving The Traitors, but that's only on 3 days a week. I think, oh yeah, it's Wednesdays, Thursdays and Fridays. It's kind of a shame it's on Fridays because, oh, actually maybe Box isn't on at the moment. But today's Monday, so there's just nothing on. There's Only Connect, which we quite like. But honestly, I used to like Only Connect more than I do now. I don't know why. I just feel like it's a little bit boring. I don't know, might quite like it, so maybe we'll watch that because there really is nothing else. We are watching Outnumbered at the moment, which I am really enjoying, but we've seen it many times before, or at least I think this might be our 3rd time watching it, but it is just a nice kind of easy evening watch. We typically watch it before we go to bed though, not like during dinner, so not sure what we'll watch this evening. So very unglamorous, but this is what we're having. I also have some corn, but I want to just pour some gravy over this first. Also just like granulated gravy.
Whoa.
Nothing fancy. That was a bit much. Days later, and I just wanted to check in and say thank you for watching. I will be back later this week with an empties video, and I've got a lot to talk about. I think I'll be back next week with a vlog. Today we are going out for dinner, and where else are we going? Oh, we're going to Cirque du Soleil, which I am really looking forward to. So if you're interested in that, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I will see you very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.